Morning.
Happy Friday.
Good to great morning. We are going to crash your party with our live stream.
Maybe we're having the party and they can come crash. You're welcome to come crash our party.
Have you ever crashed a
We
party?
got a party right up in here.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Party crasher.
I think it means that you weren't invited.
Oh, okay, I've done that.
Oh, we know. In your past life and in your sober life.
No, I don't know sober life. I don't think I've been excluded from a party. I don't even think I've joined a party. I can't. I don't have.
You have a saying that I think it goes something along the lines of, like, if we're friends, I don't need an invitation. It's something like that.
Just like Jesus, he didn't need an invitation. Yeah. He goes, "Today I'm coming to dine with you."
Yes.
Yeah. Today I'm coming to crash your party. I know in the past I know what a party crash looks like, because I've done that by accident, and you just say the wrong thing in the wrong environment, and next thing you know, it's the melee. A melee? Like, yeah, people, don't want to get into it. I know what that means, but I don't know what the party crashing, like, I guess a party crasher would, like,
I don't think they're there.
See a wedding and they just, like, sit down at a table and get a free meal.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't know if, I don't think I've ever done that. I don't know if party crashing, like, they do bad things.
Have we ever partaken in something that we weren't invited to anywhere? I don't remember.
Somebody could let us know.
Did we, like, hit a VIP room and we're like, hey, look at us? We're like,
I have never hit a VIP room.
Selfie. Yeah. No, I don't think we've done anything like that. Like, snuck in somewhere.
Heard that someone was having a party and just showed up? No.
No, I can't remember anything cool that we've done. Like, yeah, we're just not that sneaky or something.
I feel like if I was throwing a party and there's nobody who could crash the party, because if you didn't get invited to my party, it's not because I intentionally didn't invite you. It's just because, like, I probably just thought you wouldn't want to come, or maybe I just, like, was not thinking clearly and forgot to invite you, but you couldn't show up at my party and I didn't want you there. Like, that is not a possibility.
Everybody's invited to your party.
Yeah. If I was having a party, everyone's invited. The problem is my birthday's in August. It's just really not the best time for parties. So
I don't know why. That's a great party.
People are always, like, doing stuff, or they're away.
April's not the best.
I threw a birthday party for you, and 65 people showed up.
Have you? Yeah, because it's me. No, just kidding.
I know.
No. Have you ever snuck in anywhere?
I'm not that.
I'm not like that either. I think we tried to sneak into the fair once, and, like, I'm too anxious about that. Like, I am too scared to get caught.
My brain doesn't work that way.
I snuck into a doubleheader movie once. Me and my buddy. We went to the early show, and then we're like, I got nothing to do. So we just went to another movie theater and watched, like, two movies in a row. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that on
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do
that. It was
a
past life.
I would be so scared that the popcorn drink guy would come.
Good morning, Jamie. Jamie definitely has snuck into things. Maybe crashed a party or two. Yeah, like, I haven't really had any experience with that. Maybe we could start. Maybe this year we sneak in somewhere.
I suppose that
into a party that we didn't really get invited to, but
I suppose that would require things to reopen up a little bit and for people to start throwing parties.
There's literally nothing to sneak into. If we did that, it would be a break and enter, and we could get charged.
I'm just going to tell you right now, when I'm throwing parties.
Have you ever just so you know for B&E?
Because you tend to complain a little bit. When I want to throw parties, you're a little.
Yeah, but we've talked about this already and why.
So I'm just giving you heads up.
I do not want to get into that again.
I'm throwing parties.
Where? When?
And you're invited.
In our new space?
Anywhere. Oh, yeah, our new space.
The new space is.
I remember our friends bought a house more centrally located, and I was like, oh, just so you know, like, I'm having parties at your house.
And you have.
And I have. And she was like, great. And we work really well together.
All right. We're going to do our reading. Karen Ball.
Morning.
My friend Karen, she's a newfie. They don't even have to sneak in anywhere. No. They're just invited no matter where they go. Yeah. They have a card. I'm pretty sure they have that policemen and detectives and Secret Service agents, they all have cards. You just don't see them. I'm pretty sure the Newfoundlanders, they have a card, and it's like, I can get in. I don't even think they need a Costco card. I think they could technically just walk in, flash their little Newfie card.
Because
they get in no matter what. They get into anywhere.
They just show up. Don't call ahead.
I think it's a worldwide
thing. If you're in Newfoundland and you're going to go visit somebody, don't call ahead.
They probably don't even need tickets to an airplane. They just like board.
I wouldn't be able to do that though. If I go to Newfoundland and I'm going to ask to visit you.
I would love to go on a tour that the people are from Newfoundland and they go to like India or like Pakistan. Like imagine.
That should be a travel show.
That could be a travel show.
Newfies travel the globe.
Newfies travel the globe. Like there would be arrests. There would be vomiting. But the stories.
John, okay.
Sorry, I took it too far. All right, here we go. Into our morning meditation.
We need it.
We love the Newfies. The Newfies are I would say the cream of the crop in Canada.
Thank you. That's a very kind thing to say about our beloved friends.
We're just ordinary.
Read your paper.
All right, here we go. January the 21st on a Friday. It's like it's literally like minus 30
No one has
today.
anything to say about Manitobans. Oh, we're friendly.
No, we all just think we're
friendly
jail.
Manitobans.
Remember? You're from Winnipeg. There is such an amount of land in Winnipeg, yet there's only one settlement. It's called Winnipeg. Mosquitoes.
You mean the amount of land in Manitoba?
Manitoba.
No, there's lots of cities.
Name.
Okay, there's a couple cities.
There's like literally one. It's called Winnipeg.
Churchill. Where everyone knows you can go see the Northern Lights and the polar bears.
And Thompson,
Manitoba. No one's going there.
All right.
Selkirk.
They have a mental hospital. That's what they're known for. But it's part of Winnipeg.
There's lots of
and mosquitoes.
All
right.
And we're very friendly. We'll welcome you wherever
I am
you
so
come.
Grateful that they kicked you out.
The battery.
They kicked you out.
All right. You changed the battery and we were frozen. Oh, nuts.
No, we're not frozen.
Oh,
it's just about.
Someone said we were frozen. So we're changing the battery. 7 minutes in, and we haven't even started our reading. Jamie's been to Little Grand Rapids. All right, so you can avoid the deadly pit of the dead battery by checking your battery and changing it. We check everything else. All right, read.
You read. I'm
flustered,
but
okay.
I'm really good at changing batteries
You're very
on the fly,
quick,
though.
Yeah.
It's not the first time. It's because
good.
I got a littler camera.
Okay. If I can see myself clearly and honestly in relation to my present circumstances, I will not become the victim of self-pity or resentment. If I do what I should, I will be at peace with myself. It is only when I compare my lot in life with that of others that the destructive emotion of self-pity is allowed to engulf me. It is only by taking offense at what others do that I will be afflicted with resentment. If I feel that what I'm doing is right, I will not be dependent on the admiration or applause of others. It is gratifying, but not essential to my contentment. I will learn to judge my own motives, to evaluate my own actions, so that little by little, I can bring them into line with my standards and ideals. Today's reminder. Nothing has the power to hurt my feelings and stir up unwholesome emotions in me unless I allow it. I will do what is given me to do. I will do it as well as I can. That will be my inner security against which all outside battering will be powerless. I'm going to do my best to read this quote of the day. Labor not as one who is wretched, nor yet as one who would be pitied or admired. Direct yourself to one thing only, to put yourself in motion, and to check yourself at all times. Marcus Aurelius.
That was beautiful. Marcus Aurelius. Isn't that the guy from Gladiator? Marcus Aurelius.
Sounds like it could be in Gladiator.
That's good. It's like avoiding the deadly pit. And what's the deadly pit?
Self-pity, the qualms.
Yeah. And
little old me
while
syndrome.
You were reading it, I felt like I had a beautiful, like I got the picture of my head is a beautiful symphony. And then all of a sudden it turns into Metallica, like a mosh pit. I'm like, how did that happen? But that's what it says. If I do what I should, I will be at peace with myself. So maybe the mosh pit is okay at some level, but the reality of me living in a mosh pit is not peaceful. I'm not in a place of neutrality, and it's just sweaty and people get hurt.
Ew.
I've been in a few mosh pits. So I don't want to live in a mosh pit. And how do I keep the beautiful symphony? Well, once it turns into a mosh pit, because I think sometimes the symphony just starts moshing.
How do you keep it?
How do I keep it?
Add air.
Add air.
Breathe.
So we have instructions of watching. Breathe. I'm a heavy breather.
Add air.
Add air.
Add air.
Add air. Adding air. That's good. I think breathing.
I think that sometimes when I'm spinning,
but
add air.
I can think in a symphony, or I can think in a mosh pit, but I can add air in a symphony, or I can add air in a mosh pit. How about sighing?
That
like
would be
when I'm frustrated, I'm like, oh.
That would be adding fuel to the fire.
But it's still getting air.
I don't want to fuel a fire.
It's so true. So we're giving these instructions of watch for the noise and then turn from that.
Turn from the noise.
And then how do I turn? I just start, like, what I've come to understand is either I do a prayer or a meditation, or I start thinking about the people that I'm actually taking through the LifeLab and where we are and what lesson we're at, and they did 3 inventories, and then I kind of recall the inventories. I start thinking about my inventories, and I'm putting my thoughts on the care of God, in the care of God.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to turn, is how could I help someone today?
Yeah. How do I be a service? And then is being a mosh pit a service to others, or does it freak them out? Even being a service, and I know that you read it different, the big book part where it says helping others, it's not being like, because you don't want to be in a codependent relationship with the world around, but helping others is being a positive spirit of peace and joy inside of me. So when I go to Home Depot, I'm like high-fiving people. I'm smiling at people through my mask.
Well, both the big book and the Bible talk about being of real help to others.
Yeah,
service. We're not just supposed to be doing busy work. We are to be of real help to others, and that is to point them to God.
And if I'm so caught up in the mosh pit of my mind, I'm not even thinking about the guy that parked next to me or the lady that's trying to load her brand new skill saw into the, like, I'm not even focused on anything but myself and what I'm doing. And so that's how I can get out of that, out of the pit, get out of the pit, get out of the freaking mosh pit and get back into the symphony. Turn your eyes upon Jesus.
Oh, you really wanted to start singing right there.
I know.
No,
it was
don't
so
do
close. It was so close. All right. Keep the peace. Be of good behavior. And we will see you sometime on the weekend. Let's go crash a party. High five a Newfoundlander today, eh? I can't speak like Newfoundlanders, but I want to.
Don't do it.
All right.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.